I'm Michael.
And we're presenting to you the Amazing Race.
If you close your eyes, what's the first thing you imagine? What's the first thing you see, place, you want to visit?
Okay, so our race is going to be 34,422 miles long. The competitors will be forced couples. There will be 10 teams of 2, and they will visit 12 total countries. So this is our map. Represented in yellow are the places you are going to be. Represented in red is the route, and represented in blue is when you are going to be there.
Okay, so our first location is Headwaters Park. Tourism is a big part of the economy, and the fact that Fort Wayne has a location where many events can be held can really draw people closer to Fort Wayne. For the physical detour, you and your team member will be doing 3 stations. The first one is archery, the second one is bottle flipping, and then the third one is a hula hooping contest. And for the mental detour, you and your team member will be asked 8 questions about the history of Fort Wayne. And if you do not get the question right, you have to give up something that is on you.
Our second leg of the race is the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo. When traveling to a Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, it's part of our history and our culture. Animals come from all over the world just so Fort Wayne can enjoy them. And then part of our culture because it's been in Fort Wayne for 54 years now. So our first detour is that they will get a stuffed animal, and then they will have to run around the zoo and try to put it in the right habitat. And then for our mental detour, they will get 5 questions on animals, and then they have to figure out which animal goes with that question. And they only have 3 guesses to do it.
Our third location is Hamilton, Canada. I picked Canada because it has a economical connection to Fort Wayne. Canada is Fort Wayne's biggest international trader. I picked Hamilton, Canada specifically because we have Tim Hortons in our city, and they founded Tim Hortons. The roadblock for this is they have to hang up 15 horseshoes in a big household in 4 minutes because hanging up a horseshoe in a Canadian household means good luck. Our fourth stop is Cork, Ireland. I picked Ireland because it has a historical connection to Fort Wayne because Irish immigrants came over to Fort Wayne and they built the Wabash and Erie Canal around the 1830s, 40s. I picked Cork specifically because they have Blarney Castle. Both Blarney Castle and Wabash and Erie Canal are built by Irish workers, and they both held an important part in the area at a certain time. The physical detour for this is that they have to use the Cran Sabhal, which was a ranged weapon used in Gaelic warfare for target practice. The mental challenge, or the mental detour, is that the team has to learn a traditional Irish dance, like the triple jig and the triple reel.
Our fifth stop is Loch Ness, Scotland. I know what you're thinking. No, it does not involve the Loch Ness Monster. But Loch Ness is just like Fort Wayne because it has 3 main rivers leading into the loch. And then also, it's like Fort Wayne because in 1950, a group called Scottish Masons came to Fort Wayne and they built a Scottish Mason house. And then our physical detours, they will get 3 shot puts and they get to throw it as far as they can. And then all the numbers that they have will be added up, and whoever has the highest number wins that challenge. And then for our mental challenge, they will get 2 puzzles, and they will have to create those puzzles. And then the puzzles resembles food in Scotland, and then they will have to try it and make that food.
Our 6th location is Paris. Fort Wayne and Paris share a historical connection because Fort Wayne would send over supplies from GE so that the Allies could use those supplies against the Nazis. For the physical detour, each team will go around the city and visit 10 monuments, and they will have to write down an important fact for each monument. And for the mental detour, you and your team member will dress up as mimes and stand at each corner of the street to try to earn up to 50 euros before you complete the challenge. Okay, our next one is Gera, Germany. The connection between Fort Wayne and Gera is historical/culturally because Fort Wayne and Gera are sister cities within with each other, and they kind of share experiences with one another. And also, a lot of Germans would come over from Germany and live in Fort Wayne and kind of shape the city of Fort Wayne. And for the roadblock for this one, you and your team member will be doing a sausage eating contest. And whoever has the most sausages or whoever eats the most sausages will win that contest.
Longshan County, China. So, I chose this city because it has an economical and a geographical standpoint with Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne tends to grow a lot of corn, and in the same way, this county grows a lot of rice as their primary food source there. The physical detour is that each team has to collect a given number of grains of rice, and then they place those in a bucket before time runs out. This would include transporting a, once filled, very heavy bucket from one point to another. The mental detour is a quiz about China's history with rice, its production, and how it's impacted the globe and this country. Taizhou, China. As a sister city of Fort Wayne, it is very similar in landscape, it's very similar in climate as well. Physical detour is they can try and race in a certain landscape from one point to another, and the mental is the team is given a postcard of the city that they're in, like the landscape that they're surrounded by, and then when they get back to Fort Wayne, they have to place the postcard where they think best matches with what the landscape in China that they were surrounded by.
Okay, so next is Strawn, Tasmania. Strawn has native Tasmanian devils, and the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo now houses Tasmanian devils in their Australian section. So for the physical detour for Strawn, they're going to go into the rainforest and search for a clue with a compass. Once they read the clue, it'll tell them which direction to go and how far to go. And once they get there, they're going to stop and dig for a Tasmanian devil tooth. Once they find it, they're done. For the mental detour, both team members are going to go up to tables that are 10 feet apart. One team member will have a complete table full of pictures of plants and animals, and the other team member will have cards with the same plants and animals. And the team member with the complete table will have to describe the animals to the other team member. And once they have them in the right order, they are done.
Okay, next is Bidu, Vivu, and Fiji. Fiji has gorgeous islands such as Bidu, Vivu, and one can take in an economical connection because a lot of people love to travel to beautiful islands and destinations, and Fort Wayne would also love for people to travel here to see what we have and what we're in the process of making. For the physical detour, you and your team member will be doing a challenge such as you will be getting a large glass bin and you will be getting buckets of water, and you will have to fill up that glass bin, and whoever gets to the top first will win. And the second challenge for the mental detour, I wanted to do something with water because a lot of people's fear is water, And so one person will start on the shoreline and will swim 50 meters out into the ocean. And then they will meet their second person standing on like a dock that they have out in the ocean. And you will have to buddy work back to shore swimming with each other.
So next is Johannesburg in South Africa. So Franklin Electric is a company that was founded in Fort Wayne and currently has its headquarters here. And there's a Franklin Electric building located in Johannesburg. So for the physical task, they're going to have to sift for gold nuggets in a pond, and then they are going to melt them down into a gold bar. Then someone will test the gold bar, and if they find pyrite in it, which is going to be in the water, then they'll have to start over. And for the mental detour, they're going to solve 5 different puzzles. There's going to be a 10-piece puzzle of the 10 rand, a 20-piece puzzle of 20 rand, a 50-piece puzzle of 50 rand, a 100-piece puzzle of 100 rand, and a 500-piece puzzle of 200.
Next, our place is Sacred Valley, Peru. It's kind of like Fort Wayne because we have history. Like Fort Wayne is really old, and so is Sacred Valley. And then our physical detour is they will start at the bottom of the valley and make their way up the rocks. And they have 25 minutes to find 5 trophies, each trophy has a clue to the next trophy. And once they get all 5 trophies, they will press a button and put their time in. Then for our mental, they will have 5 clues, and those 5 clues lead to the next clue, which will lead to a chest full, and it has a good or a bad thing inside.
Okay, so next is Nassau in the Bahamas. So Nassau is the capital of the Bahamas, and it has multiple beaches located on it. And Fort Wayne has Fox Island, which has a beach. So this challenge will be a roadblock. So one team member will be on the beach digging for rings in the sand that have a white line on them. There will be decoys with multiple lines or just no lines. And the other team member will have to dive for 5 rings, and there will still be the same types of decoys.
Old Fort. So, the physical detour for this city, this area will be, people have to learn how to load a gun, and once they learn how to do that, in so many seconds, minutes, however long the clock runs, they have to learn how to speed load a gun, and they have to get so many guns done within a certain amount of time. The mental detour is the competitors will also be learning how to be in a blacksmith shop, how to weld things, make things, and they are quizzed afterwards on what they've learned. Headwaters Junction. The physical detours, they have to lift 132-pound, 1 yard of rail and transport it from one location to another. If they drop it, they have to start over, do that again. Now, be mindful they are very heavy, so I wouldn't drop it. The mental detour is they have to do a scavenger hunt for things around the area while being distracted to do other activities that honestly have nothing to do with the scavenger hunt, but simply as a mental distraction to make you forget what you were doing prior. And here's our advertisement.
So welcome.
How does our, yes, how does our make
That
it?
is,
Thank you.
Okay, we got a couple minutes for feedback. Anybody have anything?
Did you guys do your slides individually, like, and then you melded them together?
Yeah.
Because you could tell across that the formatting wasn't the same with the text. Someone had bullet points, some had big block parentheses, paragraphs. I would also make sure, even if you meld them together, to check your sentence structure, grammar, punctuation, some